All right. Shalom, shalom, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have this dialogue with the brother Big Bo. As you can see by the title. 1 second, actually. Let me take this banner down. Salakia. 1 moment. Gone. Yeah, we gonna have this dialogue with the brother. Disproving the New Testament. That's his standpoint. Obviously, we're believers in the New Testament. Salakia. Let me close this door. Anyways, first and foremost, want to call hello Yahweh, Bashem Mashak Yahushai. All praise to the Most High. Heavenly Father, name is only God and Son. Like I said, we'll have this debate with the brother. Bo, you don't want to show your camera, brother?
Hold on. Give me a minute, bro. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, you got me? Yo.
Yeah, we rocking. We good to go. Like I said, I'm pretty sure more people filtering as we go. Dr. Rob, you want to tell us how this thing got introduced and set up?
You said you want me to introduce him?
Yeah, how did dialogue got set up?
Yeah, so bro had hit my phone because he was talking to a soldier in a comment section, and then I tried to figure out what exactly bro believed in. I found his YouTube.
Yeah, I'm Old Testament only, brother.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
So the brother's OT only. He doesn't subscribe to a lot of things. He says he stays inside of scripture, which I'm sure he'll expound on it. But that is really how it got brought up. There are a lot of topics we can talk about with the OT only, but he wanted to take the route of just disproving the New Testament, right? So that's what got us here on this Friday. Either proving the New Testament or disproving the New Testament, right? And that's why the live debate is set up, so that we can figure out which is true.
Yes, sir. All right, Bo, you want to introduce yourself and your viewpoint?
Yeah. The reason my viewpoint is, brother, if we debate in scripture, we stay inside scripture. So therefore, I don't leave out the Bible. I stay inside the 66 books. So I'm King James. I'm not only OT only, I'm King James only. And I don't believe in no ancient languages at all. I don't subscribe to none of those.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, I watched like a few, I didn't say a few videos, but one video that was, kind of surprising that you said the English language is our language. I'm not sure why you say that. Obviously, it's our modern tongue.
Yeah,
but what's that?
Right. That's my belief that this language that we call English is our language. And that belief is supported by scripture because there is no chapter and verse that ever prophesied that we would lose our language. And no captivity that we ever went into did we lose our language before. So I don't subscribe to that. In fact, I have a question that I ask, right? Anybody who subscribes to that language, right? The first reason to believe in that is because white people taught it to us. So therefore, what's the second reason? And I never heard a second reason yet.
About English?
The second reason sounds something like this. Look, The second reason I'm saying the question is, right, why would we believe that the ancient Israelites spoke that so-called biblical Hebrew? And I say there's only one reason to believe it. That's because this is what they taught us, right? And I never heard a second reason yet. And the second reasons sound like this. We have artifacts. That's what they told us. We found this. That's what they told us. We found that. That's what they told us. So the only reason we have to believe in that so-called biblical Hebrew or any of those so-called ancient languages that the white man supposedly translated is because they said it. So if you have a second reason, I take that right now.
Well, here's my question based off of that ideology. Was English always the Israelites' language?
Possibly.
What do you mean possibly? You just said there's no biblical context saying that our language would change. So how does that work? We know for a fact the Bible is translated, sir. Bo, we know for a fact the Bible is a translation. The King James Version is a translation, correct? Is that correct, sir?
No, that's not correct. The King James Bible is not a translation. That's what they taught us. So,
sir.
They taught us it's a translation. And let me say this, right? What was you was just saying something about what I just said, but I think you misquoted me. What was it you was just saying?
About what?
Oh, as far as the original language, right?
Well, no, you referenced. You said that the Bible doesn't give prophecy or it doesn't describe Israelites losing their language, and I'm saying, was English always our language? You said possibly, meaning that you don't know for sure.
Right.
So then I went to, okay,
of course not.
Was the King James Bible that you subscribe to, the 66 books, translated? You said no.
That's correct.
How does it make sense? Sir, we
it
know
doesn't make sense to you. It makes perfect sense to me.
Sir, what language were the Israelites speaking 3,000 years ago? What language was the Israelites speaking 3,000 years ago?
All right. I was not around 3,000 years ago. So when I answer that question, that's going to be based on what? My belief. Just like if you answer that question, it'll be based on what? Your belief. My belief is based on scripture.
Facts.
What is your belief based on?
So you don't believe in archaeology, you don't believe in manuscripts, right?
Not. Of course not. Of course not. Why would I believe in
how did the King James come about?
Sir,
how did the King James come about?
Give me a second reason. Let me ask you a
question.
No. Give me a second reason your to line of reasoning archaeology or artifacts.
Sir. Your line of reasoning is not logical, sir. That's just flat out. It just doesn't make sense.
Based on what?
You just sir. I just asked you. Was English the Israelites' language? You said possibly, meaning you don't know for certain. And now you're trying to make it seem like the Bible doesn't say we're going to speak another language.
Let me talk. What I said possibly too was
you just cut me off, sir. You just cut me off, sir. What's that?
I'm correcting you. You misquoting me. I'm telling you possibly when you said, did they speak this language 3,000 years ago? So let's
that was a separate question. That was a separate question.
I already said I believe this is the language of the Jews. I said that already. I believe this is the language of the Jews. When you go back 3,000 years, neither one of us was there 3,000 years ago.
Okay.
You understand?
Not a problem.
We do know, right? We do know that languages can change over time, but the story of us coming over here and losing our language is not biblical. There's no prophecy that says that nowhere in no Bible. Not a Hebrew Bible, no Bible says that. So that's not a biblical thing. That's something that we've been taught outside of the Bible. So when you say it was King James, where did the King James Bible came from? It came from King James. That's where it came from. Now the question got to be, who is King James? So is King James a white king of England?
That's not the proper question. That's not the proper question. The proper question is, where did King James get the Bible from? Where did he get the Bible from? How did it come about? Yeah, how did the King James Bible come about?
Are you familiar? All right, let me answer you. All right. You do realize that the Holy Bible is Israelite doctrine, correct?
That's not what I want to know, bro. How did the King James Bible come about?
I'm asking you a question.
Sir,
I'm asking you a question.
sir,
We get into the answer. You don't want to answer that
sir,
question?
sir, you just asked me something irrelevant, sir. You said the King James Bible is what
No,
you
I did not
subscribe
ask
to.
you something
How did
relevant.
King James come up with the Bible? Did he make it up? Did he just copy it from another English translation? Or did he get Hebrew scholars to translate the Hebrew?
Right. Now listen, first of all, I don't believe in Hebrew. There's no Old
That's not what
Testament
I
verse
asked
in
you.
the Bible that
I asked
mentions
you,
a Hebrew language. I'm
are you
answering you,
sure?
brother.
Are you sure?
Brother, are we having a hostile conversation?
Are
Brother,
you sure?
are we having a hostile conversation based on
Yeah,
us not agreeing
bro,
on
bro,
something? Is that what's happening?
bro, when you
Because
put your
I'm trying
mic,
to answer you, but you sound
I
like
get
you're
you.
getting hostile.
I'm gonna slow down real quick, bro. When you put your mic to your mouth, bro, it makes it choppy to where we can't properly understand you.
Gotcha.
Right. So the
All
brother,
right. Good looking. Appreciate that.
of course, bro, of course. So he's asking you, where did King James get the Bible from? Did he make it up himself?
Okay, so now let me answer you. Let me answer you how I answer you though. Now,
Mhm.
what I said was, we do know and understand that the Bible is Israelite doctrine. Come on, brother, you don't have to shake your head and all that. We having an intellectual conversation. We don't have to be hostile.
That's
This is
fine,
what
bro.
Nobody's
happens when I
asking,
get
sir.
on here and talk to y'all guys. Chill
But,
out,
but,
Sir,
man. Let's just chill
sir,
out.
the
Let's have a
emotions and
conversation.
all that
that's fine.
rhetoric is just irrelevant, sir. We're grown men, sir.
Okay,
Nobody's
brother. All
emotional
right, all
but
right,
you.
all right. Thank
Sir,
you,
you're
thank you.
emotional, sir.
Let me answer the question.
Please, please.
Excuse me.
No, I'm just saying, can you please answer the question?
Yeah. So we do know and understand that the Holy Bible is Israelite doctrine. It's Israelite writings. It's for Israelites. It's to Israelites. It's by Israelites. We do know and understand that, right? So
Yes, it's for
therefore,
us.
what
Yes,
kind of king would write a version? Excuse me.
no, I'm saying
What
I
kind of
was
king
agreeing
would
with you.
write a
It's
version?
for us.
Right. So what kind of king would write a version of Israelite doctrine except an Israelite king? So therefore, my belief is that King James is an Israelite king. And anybody that believes he was a king of England needs to know that white people already had their own belief systems. So they didn't need to conquer a people and take their belief system. That's unheard of. When you conquer a people, you don't adapt their religion. You impose your religion on them. And
But what
Israel
he's
was never
asking you
known for
is,
exporting our beliefs.
he's asking you, where did he get the scriptures from? Did he write it himself? Did it start at King James, or was it already there before King James?
The book of the law came way before King James, but we do know and understand
Okay,
that every king over Israel, let me answer. Every king over Israel was responsible to write his own copy of the book of the law from the writings that was before the Levites, the priests. We do know that, right?
We're
That's a
talking about the
law.
entire
So
Bible,
every
sir.
king that was
yeah, we're
We're talking
talking
about
about
the
the whole
entire
scripture.
Bible,
okay. I'm
not
talking
just
about
the
the
book of the law.
entire
We know
Bible
what the
too,
law
sir.
says.
That's what I'm talking about.
No. I'm talking about, you said 66 books that you subscribe to. So where did King James get the 66 books from?
I subscribe to 39 books, but King
Great.
James
Great.
wrote
Where did
his
King James get
copy of
39
the
books
book.
from?
That's my belief.
Wait,
From
but
the
bro,
writings that
Sir,
was
sir,
before
this
him.
is
That's where every king before him got their copies from.
huh?
I don't understand what you're not
Hold on, what did you
understanding.
say? What did you just say?
I don't know what you're not understanding. I don't
No,
can you
I
hear
didn't hear
me?
you. You said every king got what from what?
Do you know
Every
the
king
law
got
about
from
what
who?
happens when a king? Can you hear me? Y'all can hear me?
you have a
Yeah, go
delay.
ahead.
I'm not gonna hold
Yo,
you.
my mic is good.
You're delayed a little bit, so that's why we keep interrupting each other, because you're delayed a little bit.
All right. So look, there's a law in Deuteronomy that says every king had to write his own copy of the book of the law. We do understand that, right? We're in agreement on that?
Yes, we agree. We're talking about 39 books, though.
Okay,
All 39 books aren't the law.
we don't know how many books they had. We could speculate that, but we
That's not
don't
the
know.
point,
We don't know
sir.
if they had. We don't know if they had other books added over time that was idolatry, because we know that the Israelites was known for idolatry. So we don't know what they had over time.
Bo.
We know that they went into captivity. That's what we know.
Bo.
Yeah.
Let me ask this one last time, because you haven't answered it yet. And I think you tried to answer it right before this statement. I missed it, and I tried to get you to reiterate it. You said every Israelite king got it from somewhere else. Where did they get? Who was the king before King James that had the Bible in English?
All right, my belief, right, is that Moses and all those people were speaking this language, which we mistakenly call English. I believe that the book that we have called the King James Bible is written in this language originally, not translated from ancient languages. That's a story that white people taught us. So we need to be able to distinguish from stories that they told us and things we know for a fact.
Wait a minute.
Because we think
hold
it's
on. How do you know that for a fact? How do you know that for a fact?
King James Bible.
How do you know that for a fact?
Say that again.
How do you know that for a
How
fact?
do I know what for a fact?
You said that Moses.
How do I know what
Moses was speaking English? Did you say that?
Yeah, but
If
where
you
are you
rewind this,
What are
right?
you
Listen to this.
talking about?
Listen closely. All right, listen to me closely. Listen to me closely. If you rewind it, right, what you'll hear me say clearly. I'll wait till you finish laughing, brother. I'll wait till you finish.
Go ahead, man.
All right,
Go
cool.
ahead. This is
So
crazy.
you finish? All right,
I'm
cool.
finished.
I'll wait till you finish. All right, cool. Let it all out, brother. Let it all out.
Bo. We just want to know where are you getting this
check me out. Understand what I'm saying? When I said Moses, I said I believe that this language, so on and so forth. So when I say I believe this, what does that mean to you? That means that's my belief.
Right.
You see what I'm saying to you?
Mm-hmm.
You're saying prove it to you. No, I'm not going to prove it to you. It's impossible to prove something that happened 3,000 years ago.
That's the answer.
Impossible.
That's
White
the
man
answer.
make you think that it's not because you brainwashed by fake history and archaeology, but that's impossible.
But Bo, what you're doing is
you don't know what happened 3,000 years ago. That's a mystery.
You're saying that you can't prove your point, but you're on here to disprove the New Testament. You're here to prove something, but you can't prove that the original language was English.
Yeah, let me pull the Bible verse.
And neither can one of y'all prove. Neither one of y'all can prove that the original language was not this language that we speaking. So let's make that clear too. So we both can't prove.
Okay.
I got our
point. I'm gonna cut you.
So let's make that clear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut you real quick. Don't worry about it.
And what I came here to do, as far as the New Testament, is to prove that it contradicts the Old Testament, and that it's false doctrine and statutes and judgments by which we shouldn't live. That's what the New Testament is. It's idolatry, brother. There's no other God formed before him, and there's no God formed after him.
You believe that
so
people
therefore, it's idolatry. It's Christianity. The New Testament is Christian doctrine.
Sir, no, that's your thought process. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull this Bible up, or this verse up about the prophecy. Welcome, my good brother Yajidiah. Let me share my screen just 1 second, sir, and I'm gonna go to the Bible prophecy, and let's just see how you feel about the Bible, because this is your area of expertise, the Old Testament, right? That's your area of expertise.
Right, exactly.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh, my bad. I'm in the wrong tab. Here we go. Let me share this, because this is the prophecy. I want to see how you feel about this real quick, because you said English is our language, and nobody has a Bible verse to say otherwise. So let's just read this real quick. Isaiah.
Yeah, brother. What verse is that?
This is Isaiah 19 and 18. Let me see if I can scroll up. Let me see what it says.
Right.
Yeah, let me start. Isaiah 19 and 18. In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan. What's the language of Canaan, sir?
The language of Canaan is obviously a language they were speaking in the land of Canaan. What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
What language is it, though?
You could speculate. You tell me. Like
Is it English?
could throw any language. I could tell you it's possible. It's definitely
The
possible.
language of Canaan is English? Sir, we can't be this foolish, sir.
We love you, bro. We love you.
I said it's possible.
The
Yo, don't
language of
disrespect me,
Canaan
brother,
is
because I
English.
ain't disrespect you. Yo, brother, hold on, brother, hold on. Let's not call each other fools, all right, brother? Let's say we disagree. Because don't disrespect me, I won't disrespect you, brother.
I'm going to call a spade, but I will refrain from insulting you, sir. It's not a problem.
All right, so disrespect me and I disrespect you too then. That's
I'm
all.
not emotional, sir. We're not emotional.
Have an intellectual conversation.
And your mic is still terrible.
Listen to me, brother. All that.
Yeah,
all
but
right,
when
all
you
that
hold it
talking about foolish this and foolish that. That's
the Bible.
Let's not call
foolish, and I'm just going off the Bible, sir. I believe that's a foolish statement.
So call me.
Moses
So what you calling me?
That
what you
is
calling me, brother?
absurd.
Brother, so what you calling me? Hold on. So if you want to call me something, just call it. Just call me.
I just said it, sir. I just said it. Let's just go back to the Bible. Let's go back to the Bible. Sir, like
I'm saying, if you want to call me something, let it all out. Let's get it out right
sir,
now. You want to call me on my name? Do that. If you're not doing that, let's have a conversation.
Let me read the Bible,
Say
sir.
that again.
This is crazy.
You call me what? Hold on. You call me what?
Sir.
What did you call me?
New York niggas is emotional as hell, bro. What is happening right now? This is crazy, bro.
Man. I'm getting on here trying
Can
to
I read the Bible?
Conversation. You the one that's.
Can I read the Old Testament that you?
I didn't call you out your name not one time, Brassus. I ain't call you out your name one time.
We're not emotional up here, bro. You're emotional.
I ain't call you out your name.
Get the emotions out, sir.
Well, watch your mouth then. So if you're not emotional, then watch your mouth then.
Sir,
just watch your mouth. That's all. That's
all
you gotta do. That shouldn't be hard, right?
It's not hard.
So
it's not hard to not be emotional either as grown men.
So we can get it out the way.
Can I read the Bible, sir?
Call me a spade.
Can I read the Bible?
Call me a spade. Call a spade a spade. Call me a spade.
I called you foolish twice already.
Is there an issue with that?
Sure. Let's keep it pushing.
Right now.
All right, you disrespecting me.
Don't be a clown. Let's have a real conversation.
Okay, then can you stop talking?
Cool, man. Be cool, man.
Can you stop talking? Can you stop talking now so I can read the Bible?
Can I read the Bible?
Sir,
I can stop talking, but relax. All right, relax then.
This dude. I had to mute his idiot ass. Like, golly, he just talking because he knows he sounds dumb as hell. This thing said the language of Canaan is English.
Your mother's an idiot. Your mother's a fucking idiot, nigga.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
Your mother's an idiot, bitch ass nigga.
Get back to the Bible.
Your mother's an idiot, nigga.
All right, cool. Let me get back to the dialogue.
Watch your mouth, nigga.
All right,
cool. Mouth, nigga. Your mother's a fucking idiot, nigga. Bitch ass nigga.
No problem, sir. No problem, sir. Let's read the Bible.
You's a bitch, nigga. Watch your mouth when you talk to me. Why don't you chill out like the other brothers? Why you always gotta say flick out your mouth?
Can we come back?
Pause.
Come back. Let's come back. Relax. You good? Let's go back. Okay, bro, I got you, but you gotta stop, dude. You gotta stop.
Tell your man watch his mouth. Watch your motherfucking mouth.
Okay, we're gonna move forward, bro.
Watch your mouth.
This dude can't stop talking. He just can't stop talking. I'm trying to read the Bible. We're in idolatry. We'll get there in a second. It's not a problem. Let's just go back to the Bible. He said the language of Canaan was English. That's unheard of. But let's just keep reading. And swear to the Lord of hosts, one shall be called the city of destruction. In that day shall there be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord. Where is the altar of the Lord going to be in Egypt? Is that a future prophecy, Bo?
What does that have to do with the language, though? You didn't bring up the language at all. I don't even know what this verse is for. What you proving with this verse? We was talking about language, right?
Yeah, and I asked you what's the language of Canaan. Sir, I asked you what the language of Canaan was.
And I
you
told
said
you
English.
Possibly
if it's English,
language. That's what I said. What I said was it was possibly this language. Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay,
that's what I said, man. I said it's possibly this language.
Let's just do a quick Google search. Let me just see what it says in Google. Is English the same?
Yeah, exactly. Do a Google search because you can't find a Bible verse.
Sir, you just said language of Canaan is English, sir. That is that.
I said it's
Anyway,
possibly the language we're speaking right
all right.
now.
Let's
That's
just
what I said.
let's just move on. Let's just move on. This is crazy. Yaya Daya, Shalom, brother, my good brother from Dallas, Texas. Any words you want to say? And we can move to the dialogue.
No, not right now.
What's that
No.
say? Tazara.
What's the
Let's
word?
just get to his well, I guess I don't know.
Yes, we can move forward. Oh,
It's just so crazy what just happened, but not a problem. Let's just get to your gripe with the New Testament. Let's just go there, and this is where the debate's going to start officially, I guess, about what we disagree on. Go ahead, Bo. Go to your New Testament questions.
You asking me?
Give us your take and why you feel that way in the verses, and we can respond accordingly. And we'll ask you some questions about the Old Testament as well. But go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, where was we instructed to pray in somebody else's name? Throughout any of the Old Testament books, throughout any of the prophets, where was we instructed to do that? Where was this mysterious person going to come that we was going to have to pray to in order to get salvation, or that we had to believe in and all that for salvation? Where's that? Can you hear me?
I can
And
definitely
they're
hear
like
you.
3 different questions.
Yeah, that's about 3 different questions. But you said, first of all, we don't believe we have to
What's the
pray.
3 questions?
You asked, where does it say in the Old Testament we have to pray to somebody or believe in somebody? And then what was the third one? That's
He
like
said,
2 different questions right there.
Pray in their name, believe in somebody, and believe somebody would die. I believe somebody died for
Where
your
the
sins.
New Testament says that at? You want me to go to the verse?
no, we're
Well,
trying to ask you.
sir, we're trying to clarify your question, sir.
My question
Do you want
is,
to know
where was
where the
we
Old Testament
instructed?
says where we have to
Like, how
believe
to-
in somebody, or where we have to pray to somebody?
where we have to believe in this man in order to get salvation? Where does it say that? Where was we instructed on that? Or is that something new that happened after the Old Testament?
No, it's a prophecy, sir. It's all throughout the
What
Old
prophecy
Testament.
is that?
I'm gonna pull it up.
All right, let's go to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up on the screen, and we'll just start here, and then I'm gonna bring out this verse first, Deuteronomy 18, and then I'm gonna go to another verse after this. Let me see if I can see. Can everybody see the screen?
Go.
I believe Lando is, I'm assuming, on your team, Bo. I'm not sure. You know Lando Calrissian?
Star Wars.
I mean, hey, I don't mind the reference. I'm a Star Wars.
Hey, man, that's hilarious.
But, Bo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, let me start here. Deuteronomy 18:18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. So that's where we are told to believe in who the world is called Jesus Christ, what he says, what he teaches. And that's just one answer. Do you have a rebuttal, or do you agree with the text?
So you saying that that prophet that he was talking about was not Joshua that came right after that?
Absolutely not.
How is that not Joshua? How does that stretch all the way to Jesus? Like, what's the
Okay.
like we need a criteria to say what Jesus is in the Old Testament. We can't just pull a random verse out and say this is Jesus. That's what
I
you
agree.
just did.
I agree. I agree
You
with
said
that
I'll
wholeheartedly.
raise a prophet up among you.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. We can't just say it. We can't just make up stuff. But let's just go to Deuteronomy 34. Can you see the screen? Let's just read it. Deuteronomy 34:9. And Joshua, the son of Nun, was full of the spirit of wisdom, for Moses had laid his hands upon him, and the children of Israel hearkened unto him, and did as the Lord commanded Moses. And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face. So Joshua clearly is not the prophet like unto Moses right here in the same book. What say you?
This man might need a lifeline. might need to get Lando.
Lando the band.
Bo, can you hear me, sir? Are you...
Yeah, one second. Hold on.
Also,
Okay.
Bo, you don't have to put your mouth right up next to the mic. Just back up a little bit. We can still hear you, but you kind of distort it when you put your mouth right up on it.
All right, I'm back. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. Do you need the question reiterated, or I know you can see the verse on the screen. We just want to know. Well, let me just read the particular verse that says what it says. Verse Deuteronomy 34:10. And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face. And it's talking about Joshua in the verse before that. So Joshua is not the prophet that the Most High spoke to face. Do you agree with the text?
Where did the prophecy say he was going to speak to him face to face, though? That prophecy never said that.
It did, though.
Okay.
It did, though.
No. Go back to it.
It said a prophet like unto Moses, correct?
Right.
Did the Lord speak to Moses face to face?
Yeah, let's just go back.
That's like saying if Moses was 6 feet tall, then the prophet had to be 6 feet tall too. It didn't have to be exactly like Moses. Moses might be a prophet that had his word in him like Moses. But I'm saying, how is Joshua not that prophet?
Okay, let's
came right after Moses.
But let's run it back real quick, right? So you talked about the criteria of how this fits Jesus. We just read to you in Deuteronomy 18:18, where it talks about a prophet like unto Moses. Then we read this verse verbatim right here in Deuteronomy. Was that 34?
34, 9 and 10.
34. And it said that there arose not a prophet like unto Moses. And then it qualified that by saying who knew the Lord face to face. So it can't possibly be Joshua, even in the same book.
It's definitely Joshua. No matter how you look at it, this is the prophet that he actually rose up next and fit this exact criteria that's prophesied.
Then why did it say that? Why did it say that in Deuteronomy 34 then?
Let's just go back there.
Because
because
Joshua was right there.
Because God speak to Joshua. Because he didn't speak to Joshua face to face the same way he spoke to Moses, but he was also a prophet with God's words in him. That was the prophecy. He was going to raise up.
Then how is he like Moses then?
Because he's another prophet with God's words in him.
But he didn't do the same. He didn't know the Lord face to face, though. That's not the same.
But he was still a prophet who had God's words in him. That was the prophecy. If you read the text, it's saying exactly that. It's saying the prophet that had his words. What is it saying? Does it say he spoke to them face to face? Show me that part.
Okay, when
well,
it's
just making our own.
What does that mean?
What does what mean?
Where it says a prophet like unto thee, what does that mean?
That means a prophet like Moses. That's all that means. A prophet like you, like unto thee means like you. It's simple.
So just holding a lot of a prophet.
What?
So just hold it. So basically, you like.
So every prophet in the Bible is like Moses. Then every prophet in the Bible that wrote prophecies
like with God's word. No, the prophets that had God's words in them, like prophesied in that verse, is like Moses. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes, but let's hold on. This
but what's the
We got to get more specific here because he's playing a game. He's playing a game, bro.
I mean, he is, because you talked about criteria.
I don't play games.
So Moses led the children of Israel out of Egypt using the Lord, and you're telling me Joshua, like you talk about all the mysterious events that happened around Moses. Every prophet is just like that.
Was there a time where the sea split before Joshua in the Old Testament?
Brother, I asked you a yes or no question.
Did that happen?
Like, I asked you a yes or no question.
What's your question?
Like,
ask it again, brother. What's that?
All the things that happened to Moses, right? You're telling me that same type of thing happens with everybody who was a prophet moving forward after Moses?
No, I never said that.
Then how
can
all
he said I will raise up a prophet from him? What?
I'm gonna let I ask you go. Go ahead, go, my man. It's your show, man.
Bo, you just referenced that people that speak the words of the Most High out of their mouth are like unto Moses. Correct?
That's correct.
So that means every prophet in the Bible is like unto Moses, according to you, right?
Every prophet that spoke God's words, because there's also false prophets. So not every prophet.
I understand what you're saying, but this is simple.
So like I said, the prophet like Jeremiah, Ezekiel, all the prophets who spoke God's words fit this criteria. But where does Jesus fit it at?
But like, here's the problem.
If we're going to say Jesus,
here's the problem. We can't just say every prophet did that, because Deuteronomy 18 isn't plurality. It's not a plurality type of prophecy. It's talking about one person. Let me read it one more time.
This prophet they're talking about Joshua. We already established that.
No, we didn't. No, sir. No, we did not. No, we did not.
That's the next prophet that came after Moses. Like, why would it be somebody else?
Let me do this real quick. Real quick.
Did he say I'm gonna do this in the end times, or did he say I will do this? Like, when was this? Was this end time prophecy?
Let's deal with the whole Joshua aspect. So in Deuteronomy 34, why does it say what it say though?
He didn't speak to the other prophets face to face.
I got you.
Because if that was supposed to be just a succession of prophets, why does Deuteronomy 34 say what it says?
No.
Like, it's so specific.
No, brother, I never said that says a succession of prophets. What I said was that prophecy is about Joshua. And what y'all asked was, does that fit the other prophets? And the answer is yes, other prophets fit that criteria too. But that prophecy is about Joshua. That's the next prophet that he raised up.
Sir, it can't be. It can't be.
But hold on, guys. Let me deal with this one thing real fast. Could you explain why it says what it says in Deuteronomy 34 and 10 through 12? What does that mean?
That means that he didn't speak to the other prophets face to face. That's what that means.
So that separates Moses apart from all the rest of the prophets, correct?
That's right. That's correct. But that don't mean all of the prophets wasn't like Moses.
Okay,
was all of the prophets like Moses right there? In the sense that they spoke God's words?
Was Joshua right there?
Was Joshua what?
When this was happening right here in Deuteronomy 34, was Joshua right there when that happened?
I'm not sure. Was he? You tell me.
I mean, it says it in verse 9.
You talking about 34, chapter 34?
34 and verse 9 is giving Joshua his flowers. And then after it gives Joshua his flowers, it says there rose not a prophet up like unto Moses. This is written after the time of Joshua. So if he was like unto Moses, then how does he fit Deuteronomy 18:18? Hello?
Let me say this again, right? Let me say this again. Just because God didn't speak to him face to face doesn't mean he wasn't like Moses. That's all that means. I'm going to raise up a prophet like you and put my words in him. So what is a prophet? A prophet is somebody that's speaking God's words to the people. So in that sense, all of the prophets are like. I don't understand what's the problem with understanding that.
Hey, I'm gonna make it simpler. I'm gonna make it even simpler for him. So what verse 10, what does verse 10 mean?
It's on the screen.
Yeah.
Once again, right? Once again, he didn't speak to no other prophet face to face. That's all that means. That's not what's the
no, that's not the end part of it. I mean the beginning part of it.
There arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face.
Isn't that not the same verbiage in Deuteronomy 18:18?
The fact that you're not understanding this, right? The fact that he didn't know them face to face is what makes Moses different. But there's still a prophet like Moses. That's not hard to understand.
That's crazy.
Like how to like you act like this is what I'm saying. Y'all act like this is a stretch that this is Joshua, and y'all stretch this all the way to the New Testament.
I mean,
where does this say? Where in that verse does it describe Jesus when it says, "I'm gonna raise up a prophet like unto you"? Is Jesus a prophet that he's raising up, or is that a virgin birth?
But did Jesus? First of all, we don't believe in that. But did Jesus give a prophecy?
Did Jesus prophesy?
Yeah, did he give
a lot of prophecies?
So how does it not fit this in?
People, right?
So how does it not fit this in, Bo?
Because he was a false prophet, because he contradicted the law of Moses, and that's easy to prove.
Wait, hold up, Bo. So he gave a true prophecy and some false prophecies?
No, I didn't say he gave no true prophecy. I said he was a false prophet. I never said anything he said was true.
So when he prophesied about 70 AD, that's a false prophecy?
Of course it is. That's why that's not in the Bible. Nowhere.
70 AD happened after the Bible. What are you talking about? Of course it's not going to be there.
Wow.
Let me say this again. 70 AD is not in the Bible. Okay?
That's actually okay.
It's not.
It's not in the Old Testament? It's not in the Old Testament?
It's not in no Bible. It's not in no Bible. No, it's not in no Bible at all.
It's not in the Old Testament?
No, it's not. How many times you gonna ask that question?
So, I mean, Ayash, you want to deal with it, or do
you want to? I mean,
yeah, you deal with it.
I mean, we don't have to, but the point is this.
Go to chapter.
All right, let's go there real quick.
We don't have to go there. We can go there. We don't have to go there. I want to make this hold up, Bo. I want to make this clear before we go there.
You didn't go to Daniel 9. You went to Daniel 9 just now.
Hold up. Right.
You went to Daniel 9 to prove that?
Yeah, and it's really gonna be bad for you. But hold up, Bo. So if we go to a prophecy that if Christ gave a prophecy and it happened, right? Does that make him a prophet now?
How can he? What prophecy? Like,
brother, it's a yes or no question.
Y'all saying he's not a prophet. He's not a prophet.
Bro, that's not what I asked you though. That's not what I asked you though. I asked you if we show you
what you asked.
If we show you Christ giving a prophecy and it happens, does that make him a prophet?
A prophecy that happened in our time? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying a prophecy that you can see historically.
That I can see what? Historically?
Matter of fact, it doesn't even matter what time period. If we show you a prophecy he gave and it came true, does that mean he's a prophet? I'm asking you this is an honesty check.
All right, I'm asking you came true how? Like came true in our time? Or you saying some history?
Bro,
no, you're not answering me. I'm going to answer the question. Something that came true in our time, is that what you're saying? Or something that came true?
Something that came true.
He's just talking in general. So if Christ gives a prophecy and it comes to pass, will that make him a prophet?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, that's all we need.
Thank God. Go ahead, Ayash.
All praise to the Most High. All right, and this is like a double-edged sword for him. He just doesn't know. I mean, never mind. I'm not going to insult the brother anymore. I'm just going to read the Bible. This is the Bible, Daniel 9. Do you believe in Daniel 9? Are you one of those guys?
39 books, so of course.
Okay. All right.
No,
Let's just
course
go through
not.
it together.
Reading
Let's
the
just
whole
go through it
39.
together. We'll go through it together,
Let's do that.
and then we can break it down. You can break it down. Hopefully, we can come to a conclusion, and like I say, you can get to your next question. Reference to the New Testament. This is Daniel 9:24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon the holy city to finish the transgression and to make an end of sins and to make reconciliation for iniquity and to bring in everlasting righteousness and to seal up the vision and prophecy. That's the key phrase, to seal up the vision and prophecy, meaning it's going to happen, and to anoint the most holy. What does this mean to you?
This is all future prophecy. These are things that never happened yet. What does it mean to you?
This hasn't happened yet?
Of course not.
Okay.
Are you
Let's read
reading
that.
the same thing I'm reading? Like what you reading?
Yeah, I just want to know what you're going to say. That's all. I just want to know what you're going to say. No problem. We'll get to the breakdown in a second. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the Prince, shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. What does that mean?
So are you saying that Messiah, the Prince, is Jesus? Are we saying that's Jesus?
We want to know what they
No,
mean.
you're not saying that's
Yes,
Jesus.
We're asking you what your exegesis is of the text, brother.
That's
What does
future
7 weeks
prophecy that
mean?
did
What
not
does
happen. These are all.
wait? Hold on.
Those are all. These are all future prophecies that did not happen yet. Did I stutter the first time? Like they didn't happen yet, brother.
Well, I have to ask him this. So you're saying it didn't happen yet, right?
Yes, that's what's called future prophecies. Is
Okay,
it the future yet?
So what does it look like when it's fulfilled?
It's gonna look like that. All those things that happen is gonna come to pass, which they have not happened yet.
Go ahead, Ayash. Go ahead.
All right. All right. So
Yo, what's the joke? I want to be in on the joke too, though. What's the joke?
No, you go.
You're already in on it.
Nah, brother, hold on.
We just having fun, bro. We just having fun, bro. It's good. Listen, we just want to know.
Have fun too, though. So,
okay, so these 3 score 2
jokes. Let's tell jokes.
Okay, bro, that's fine. These 3 score in 2 weeks. Shama, my bad. Verse 25. Hold on. From the going forth of the commandment to restore and build Jerusalem. When did that happen? Or when will that happen?
That has not happened yet.
When will it happen? What does it look like? Is that when we get brought into the land?
Will happen. That's correct.
Okay, and it says, unto the Messiah, the Prince shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. What is that talking about? Are these literal weeks?
This is all future prophecy.
Are they
you
literal
asking me
weeks?
who the Messiah is in this?
I'm asking you, are these literal weeks?
That's what you're asking me? Yes, those are literal weeks, and we don't have no reason to believe that they mean anything other than weeks. Y'all get these crazy doctrines and start turning weeks into years and centuries and all that. No, it says weeks. We add into it, and that's is nowhere in the book that says to interpret a week as a year. So why is it why is it convenient to do that here?
So you're telling me
it does do it in the Bible, but that's not a problem.
Yeah, so Bo, who's gonna is the Messiah going to bring us back into the land?
No.
Whoa. So is the Messiah going to be there when we get brought?
See, y'all idea of the Messiah is not the same as me. This Messiah, the Prince, is a person. That's why this person was only mentioned one time, twice in the book of Daniel, in this verse. Never again was there a Messiah mentioned by name in the Old Testament.
There is.
So that's why, because chapter and verse show me Messiah anywhere other than Daniel 9 right now. Chapter and verse. The word Messiah anywhere in the Old Testament.
Sir. We're getting away from the reference point of your question, but it's not a problem. We're going to read the rest of this real quick. Because that question, I mean, it's not going to prove anything because you don't. First of all, just because it doesn't say Messiah doesn't mean it's not about the Messiah in prophecy. But whatever. Let's just read this.
Okay.
You're just going off. Oh, it didn't say verbatim Messiah. That doesn't mean it's not talking about Messiah. But that's. I mean, anyways, let's just keep reading. And after 62 weeks, shall Messiah be cut off? So let's talk about the Messiah dying. So you mean to tell me we're going to go back to the land, build up the walls, and the Messiah is going to die? Is that what you're saying?
When you say the Messiah is going to die, what you don't understand is who's going to lead us back into the land is God, not no Messiah. That's not what's prophesied.
Great. The Bible verse I'm reading says the Messiah shall be cut off. When is that going to happen?
What it says is that this person is not going to this person is never supposedly going to bring us any type of salvation nowhere in this text. So
Yo,
this
is crazy, bro.
Hold on.
Completely, bro.
Just show me in the text. That's all. Just show me in the text.
You just read from the question.
It's right on the screen.
I know
it's right on the screen. Show me in the text.
No, we just followed your line of logic. Bo, that's first and foremost. We're talking about the verse we're reading, sir. Of course you don't believe in Jesus. Of course you don't believe he's going to save anybody. That is perfectly fine. The Bible verse I just read says the Messiah is going to be cut off. And the verse before this says we're going to restore and build Jerusalem. You said it's going to happen in the future when we get back. So, of course, the same context is about the same context you're believing in. Meaning, once we get back to the land, the Messiah is going to be cut off and die. And now you're talking about he's not going to save anybody. Like, that's irrelevant. The Messiah is going to be dead when we get back to the land.
Hold on, I don't know what you just said.
Sir, is the Messiah going to die when we get back to the land? Is the Messiah going to die when we get back to Jerusalem?
It said what it says. First of all, what it says is he's going to be cut off. So if you interpret that as him dying, that's how you interpret it. I don't know.
What's your interpretation?
He's going to be cut off. That's what it says.
What does it mean?
That he's going to be cut off. There was people.
What does it mean?
Let me ask you something. Do you know that there was people that was cut off? I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question, man. Keep your mouth closed for like 5 seconds. You get an answer. Do you know that people in the Bible that have been cut off from the congregation was still alive, right? They was just cut off. You know that, right? So being cut off does not necessarily mean dead, right? You know that, right?
Oh my God!
Or did you just learn that?
Sure. I mean, that's fine. So is that what you're saying?
Are you going to other languages? Yeah, I don't deal with those.
So you don't believe in definitions? So we can just interpret it how we feel.
No,
right?
I don't believe. No, I don't believe in fake Jews defining the Bible. I know fake Jews
Go back away from the mic a little bit. You sound so distorted. There you go.
All right. Thank you. Yo, look. Y'all know fake Jews wrote this blue letter Bible, right? That this whole website is fake Jews, right?
That
you know that if you ask them who the real people are, no, these are fake Jews. Look into it. These are fake Jews.
That's
and it doesn't matter if they Caucasian. What happened? Say that again.
I said they're not Jewish. They're just regular Caucasians, and that's besides the point.
No, these are Jews. These are fake Jews that publish this whole website. Yes, they are. Yeah, they are. But what difference do it make? Because they're not prophets. So why are we going to them for interpretation of scripture? That's where y'all go off from.
Okay, wait.
Y'all think that white people is here to interpret.
Oh, move the mic back, bro.
That's not their job.
But watch this, right?
Their job is not to interpret scripture.
Bo, I got you. We're not going to it to interpret. So when you look at the way this book is compiled, we know is the Bible nowadays. It comes from these Hebrew and Greek texts, right? For you don't deal with the New Testament, so just Hebrew text.
No, he doesn't believe in Hebrew though. He believes our original language is English.
That's fine. Wait, that's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Really?
That's what we started with before you got here. He doesn't believe in no English. That's why I went with
Isaiah 19. Let's deal with that. Hold on, let's deal with that. You say that's ridiculous, right? But you believe what white people told you about the language that you speak. That's not ridiculous.
No, we
It
don't.
is.
No.
Like you can't prove. You
Sir,
can't
sir,
prove.
sir, sir.
You can't believe about the English language, but you telling me my belief is ridiculous.
I'm saying
First
it's
of all,
ridiculous because these
you know,
these same Caucasians can learn Hebrew from an actual Israelite, and now they know Hebrew.
So,
What are you talking
that's
about?
the story that you think. That's what you think happened.
I'm saying that's a
Or
logical
do you
thing
know-
that can happen.
Have you ever met a white person that learned Hebrew from an
It doesn't
Israelite?
matter if I met a white
Or is
person
it the
that
other way around?
knows Hebrew. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
the
it does matter.
the fact that we have Rosetta Stone, you
bringing
can
up
learn a
Spanish
language right now,
situation.
shows you somebody can learn another language.
All right, let me ask you this.
Kind of like how we're scattered into all nations, speaking all type of languages. Does that mean Israelites? Every Israelite that doesn't speak English is an Israelite according to him, then, right? Because English is our language.
What are you talking about?
So if Israelites is in Guyana, French Guyana, and they're speaking French, reading the Bible, are they Israelites?
Israelite is an Israelite no matter what language they speak. You should know
Oh,
that. Why are you asking that?
Because
that
you just said
that question makes sense.
You just told me Moses spoke English, and now our language is English, and I said it's the language that came in English.
That's my belief. Yeah, I said that's my belief. I said that's my belief. I said it's my belief that Moses spoke this language, and I said the Canaanite language was possibly this language. That's what I said. So quote me.
English comes from England.
And none of y'all could go to chapter and verse and prove nothing I'm saying is wrong. In order for me to prove I'm wrong, y'all go right back to white people.
I watch this. Now you're saying we go right back to white people. But watch this. You say we go back to white people
because that's your
leaders. Bo, let me finish. Right? Let me finish. You hold up, Bo.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Bo, hold up. So you say we go back to white people to get interpretations of words, right? Namely the Hebrew. Now you say Moses spoke this language. That's what you believe. This language is English. Where does English come from? England. Who are the English? Hello?
So you're saying that? Are you listening?
This is crazy. This is crazy.
So look. The problem is you can't fathom the idea of somebody stealing something and changing the name. Like you can't fathom that. Are you a grown man?
That's not true.
What a straw man argument that is.
That's not true. That's not true.
So you just said this is English because it's from England. Like they couldn't just name it anything they wanted to if it's in their hands.
I mean, either way,
can anybody answer this?
Right? Well, no. Look, you have to answer our question.
White people come over here. What's your question?
Yeah, we asked you a couple different questions, and you ran from that. Like I said, if you don't want to go to the Hebrew lexicon, fine.
Now ask him again.
What's that?
What?
Yeah,
you died. Yeah, ask your question again.
Hey, man.
I mean, I was gonna ask him about the Hebrew, but if he's gonna say he doesn't believe in matter of fact, this is a part of it. So, what is the Masoretic text?
He doesn't believe in that.
Yeah, he don't believe in
that. King James got the Bible from other English people, and they got it passed down in English from who knows how long ago. That's what he said earlier.
Is that what you believe?
Yeah, because we asked him about the King James, and I asked him where the King James Bible came from. He said, well, in Deuteronomy, the kings are supposed to, write the law. And I said, okay, that's fine. But what about the other books? Then he said, oh, he got it from another Israelite king that spoke English. That's what he said.
It's so many problems, Bo. I don't know where to start.
But look, brother, check this out. Check this out. The problem is that you can't dispute it with chapter and verse. The only thing you could dispute it is what other white people said about what white people did. Now watch.
But that's not true.
Dispute it. Let me hear you dispute anything I'm saying.
We're talking about we're disputing. You made a thing about cutting off, not meaning, basically meaning the same thing we see like in the law with like Leviticus or Deuteronomy. There's different types of being cut off. Even in the law, there's different types of being cut off. Matter of fact, when you look, and Bo, if that's true, if what I'm saying is true, how do we then know what cut off means in this text right here?
Exactly.
We don't.
Huh?
Okay.
So why are you telling
that.
us we're wrong then?
I agree with that.
This is crazy.
What I'm saying is, what I said was, if you listen, when you rewind this back, listen to all the things you claim I said and what I really said, right? And then,
Okay,
write me a message and apologize for every time.
But Bo, the problem with that statement is we asked you what you believe in.
What I said was cut off does not necessarily mean die. That's what I said. That was my words.
And then you agreed with me when I went to the law when it talks about being cut off. It doesn't just mean like you're excommunicated. It can also mean you die.
Can you show that anywhere in the text where cut off means die?
Yeah,
if
but
you can
also
show that, then you're right. But if not,
here's the thing, Bo. You agreed with that prior, though.
You can't show that. You just made that up.
But Bo, you just agreed
that
with that, though.
It could mean different things. I agreed that it could mean different things.
How can we make that? How can we make that determination?
For instance, what?
How do we make that determination? What type of cutoff it is? The context, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So there is a context where cutoff means people die or somebody being dead or killed.
So, all right. So look, whether he died or not, like I don't understand why that's important anyway. This is all future prophecy.
Well,
this is all correction.
Well,
that's time prophecy.
That's what we're disproving now, because you're saying that this is future prophecy. We started off with the verse ahead saying that, well, we said the weeks aren't years, but we can disprove that. We'll get to that in a second if that's what's what we need to prove. But the second verse, know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the prince shall be 7 weeks. Meaning, well, from what your standpoint is, this is going to happen in the future. We're going to build up the kingdom, and the Messiah is going to come within this particular time frame. And then it says the street shall be built again and the wall, even in troublous times, meaning we're going to be in trouble, going through affliction of some sort. And this is the proof. Verse 26. And after 62 weeks shall the Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. So you mean to tell me he's being cut off, being thrown outside the congregation, walking around the outskirts of Israel, but for everybody? Does that make sense?
He was cut off or not for himself. Okay, I'm saying. So, are you trying to make this into Jesus? Is that what you're doing?
No, I
thought we was proving 70 AD.
We will. This is the same context. I just want along the way to get 70 AD. I just want to know what you believe about these 4 verses, particularly this right now. You're saying cut off doesn't mean die. So okay, let's just put the other version of cut off. The cut off means be outside the congregation or outside of the land, but not for himself. Can you add that up here? Can you make it make sense here?
Okay, I don't know
how that works.
It doesn't, to me, either. Whatever your interpretation of that is, it doesn't really change that this is end time prophecy, and it didn't happen yet.
Yeah. But what is cut off mean right here?
If he died, he died. If he didn't, he didn't.
Let's just do this.
Why
don't we walk through it?
He got cut off from the
commandment to rebuild Jerusalem.
It could possibly mean he got cut off from the people. Like that's not. I just.
But it says, but not for himself though. So how is he's representing the entire people group? So everybody's cut off by this one person, because that's what you're trying to say, and it doesn't make sense.
Hold on, I don't understand where you're going with this.
It's not a problem.
I wanted to walk through it, but you're saying it's going to be so. Watch this, right? So, Bo, you're saying this is future prophecy. So, in future prophecy, is our temple going to be destroyed again?
Is our temple going to be destroyed in the future?
Yeah, when we get brought back into the land, is our temple going to be destroyed again?
Is that what the prophecy says?
I mean, I'm asking you that question, though, based off of what you've learned with the Bible and with the prophecies.
It says it right there. It's verse 26. It says it right there.
Brother,
I come to destroy the city.
Wait, I ask real quick. So I'm asking you, like, when you read the other prophecies, like Ezekiel 37, where it talks about us being brought into the land, and the Lord shall dwell with, basically God shall dwell with us. with the temple or the tabernacle and things like that. You're telling me that same tabernacle we read in Ezekiel 37 is going to be destroyed?
I'm telling you that all of this is end time prophecy.
So
none of this happens.
I agree with that part already. I'm asking you regarding prophecy just in general.
And obviously, listen, if none of this happened yet, then obviously this is going to happen in the future. So I don't understand where we disagreeing at. You saying this happened already?
So hold up, Bo.
I'm trying to understand what you're
Somebody up here saying that this happened already.
Like this is what I mean about people like you spend so much time trying to attack instead of building up a defense in your theology. I'm asking you, when you read the prophecies,
no,
Bo, chill out. Let me get this out so you can adequately answer me. So when you read in Ezekiel, like namely 35, even 34, right, where it talks about us being brought back into our land, that's future prophecy. So in those two prophecies, it talks about really just 37 talks about our tabernacle being there and we're dwelling forever.
I got it right here.
Yeah, go ahead and read that for me.
It says,
Let me put it on the screen. Let me put it up on the screen.
Yeah, it starts at Ezekiel 37 and 26.
And then we're going to come back to Daniel 9 and see if that works.
Yeah, let me pull it up for the people. Let me give y'all the view to all the viewership and with Bo. You know, oh, Lordson's up. Oh no, that's you. I'm talking about Lando. I'm thinking of Lando. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ezekiel 37. Here we go. Let's just go here.
Yeah, 37 to 26.
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
It says, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. And I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore.
Mm-hmm. That's the tabernacle, right? I'm talking to you, Bo.
Say that again.
Is that where it talks about him placing the sanctuary in the midst of us forevermore? That's talking about the temple, correct? Or the tabernacle?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, this is future prophecy. It says, matter of fact, I'm gonna read it again. I just want to clarify something. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them and set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. So this temple or tabernacle is going to be in the midst of us forevermore. So let's go back to Daniel chapter 9, because you believe that's a future prophecy from now. Go back to Daniel chapter 9 and read the last verse.
I got you. 1 second. Let's go back to Daniel 9. Where are we at? 26.
Yeah, whatever the last verse is. 27.
Oh, 27?
Yes, sir.
And Daniel 9:27, and he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even unto the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate.
So, Bo, if you believe this is a future prophecy, and we just read a future prophecy in Ezekiel 37 about the temple or tabernacle or sanctuary in the midst of us forevermore, this right here says this person is going to stop the sacrifices and stop the oblations. That's the temple. That's a blatant contradiction in your theology.
No, it's not. These are all happening in a timeline. You don't understand that everybody that get brought back is not only 2/3 of the people. 2/3 of the people will be cut off. So in these times right here, this is all end time prophecy. See, when you mix it up, when you get mixed up in that book of Revelations, then you don't know what end time prophecy is.
Sir,
like
sir,
we're not waiting
What a dodge that is.
We're not waiting.
Yeah,
Let me talk. Yo. We're not waiting for
Go
angels
ahead.
to be free out of the river and all that. We waiting for these things to happen. So this is real end time prophecy. So
Okay,
when you try to make this in the 70 AD, how is this 70 AD? And is that y'all saying the Messiah was Jesus?
Bo, we're not talking about
get
Jesus. We're talking about what you believe in. Stop doing that. That's ridiculous.
I just told you what I believe in. Now what you believe in. What
Okay.
you
So I'm,
trying
I,
to
so
say?
hold on, I asked just real fast. I asked you about end time prophecy, though. Is Ezekiel 37 not end time prophecy?
Of course it is.
Yes. Okay.
What's
So
that?
in Ezekiel 37, are we gathered at that time?
Of course.
Are we cleansed and are we walking in the statutes of the Most High?
In Ezekiel 37,
Yes.
did you read it?
It
says
says
exactly
it. I
what
mean,
it
I
says.
can
It's
read
not-
it real fast so we can stay right here. I'm gonna read it
Nigga,
real
I
fast.
disagree with that.
Right? Ezekiel
I don't
37.
disagree with that. So it don't make no sense.
Oh, you don't disagree with that?
That Ezekiel 37 is in time. Like, what are you asking me? It's all written right there.
You have to walk with me, bro.
That's what I believe.
Okay, right now I asked you, are we going to be keeping the commandments at that time after we gathered and brought our land?
When we gather in our land, his laws will be written in our heart, brother. That's called the new covenant.
Yes, sir.
Never heard of that?
So we have that then, right?
Right. So you heard of the new covenant and you still ask that?
Okay, I'm trying to see what you believe in, but I don't like to. I really don't like to assume. So if you believe we're in the new covenant and He's made a covenant of peace with us, how is our temple being destroyed in Daniel chapter 9?
Because obviously this is before the new covenant.
But then we get the new covenant. What's bad about that, Bo, is we get the new covenant.
You think that all?
I got you. Right.
Man.
Wait a minute, real quick, Bo.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, Tazarat.
Go ahead.
I got the kill shot, but go ahead.
Ezekiel 20 and 37. It says, I will. Oh, my bad. You want to pull it up? Or you want me to
I can
just
pull it up real quick. 20 and 37.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. I definitely want to show the people what we're reading as well. And Bo, like I said, so you can see it.
I don't know if y'all peeped, but Bo said that after we read Ezekiel 37 and we went back to Daniel 9, he says that we're conflating two times. And then he brought out the book of Revelation as if we read the book of Revelation.
Which we didn't.
So he kind of ran from that. And then he agreed that Ezekiel 37 is the same time as Daniel 9. But we're trying to make sense of why is the temple going to be built in the kingdom? And then the Messiah is going to be killed or cut off. And then the temple is going to be destroyed after that. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
On top of the verbiage saying it's going to be there forevermore.
That part.
All right, that's a good question. You know, look, what y'all missing is the Zechariah 13 and 9 area of this whole end time prophecy. It's not just us coming back to the land and everything is good. It's us coming back into the land and being put through the fire. That's what Zechariah 13 and 9 is talking about. So when you see these verses right here, that's going along with those hard times that we're going to go through even when we go back into the land. This is what end time prophecy is. You can't just read one verse in one book and run. You got to go through the whole Old Testament.
But
and
Bo,
you got to just and I don't know
doesn't
what
help
the
you.
brother said I was running from.
wait,
No.
here's the thing. Watch this, right? Ezekiel 37, which we read, and I purposely didn't read this because I feel like we're going to say something like that. The next verse in Ezekiel 37.
You breaking up. Yadi. You breaking up.
Hear me?
I think you froze on my screen. There you go. I think you did.
Don't tell me I froze.
Yeah, you breaking up.
You lagging a little bit. I think you lagging a little bit on your end.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I think you got a little static, but go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I intentionally didn't read this next part in Ezekiel 37 because I felt he might say this. It says, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant. I will bless them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. I didn't harp on this point, but it said a covenant of peace. How is it going to be troublous times when we have a covenant of peace?
You asking me that?
Yes.
All right. So what I'm gonna tell you again, right, is when you see in Ezekiel 37, right, or whatever passage you read, when you're seeing that, you're not seeing just a direct timeline of this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. It's all the different prophecies that you put together, that picture of what's happening in the end time. That's why it says precept upon precept, line upon line. It didn't say run to the New Testament every time something you don't understand something. It's precept upon precept, line upon line.
We didn't run to the New Testament, sir.
When we look, what?
And but that's not his question.
We didn't run to the New Testament. Like we're going to the prophecies that you believe in, trying to make sense of what you believe in as well, and putting it together. And of course, we don't agree. But
are you trying to make sense of it? Or are you trying to refute it?
Well, no, we're trying to make sense of what you believe in, and then refuting what you believe in. That's what we're doing. Right, what you're saying doesn't make sense, sir. What you're saying doesn't make sense, and we understand it. Like I said, it's not a problem. We're trying to get an understanding, and then we're going to break down your understanding and how some of it doesn't make sense. That's all. But go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, Bo, do you know what Yadi just asked you? What his question was?
We ask me again, brother.
Bo, you do realize that this is a reoccurring problem, that he keeps asking you a question and you still are not understanding what his question is.
I feel like you understand.
No. I think y'all might not be understanding the answer. What's the question? Ask me a question and I'll give you an answer.
The question is, as soon as we're delivered from wherever we're at, wherever we're gathered from, we're going to be brought under the rod of the covenant, right? And then that covenant is made with when we make the covenant with the Lord, it's a covenant of peace. So there's not going to be troublous times. In Daniel 9, it talks about troublous times.
So when he's saying that he's not going to let all of these people into the land, does that sound troublous to you, or does that sound peaceful? That 2/3 of the people is going to get cut off. Does that sound troublous to you?
This happens after that.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Hold on. What?
What happens? You're referring to Zechariah 8. Was it Zechariah 8 or Zechariah 13?
Zechariah 13 and 8. That already happened.
Yeah, that happens before this, bro. That's the point.
Prove
just
that.
How you says the timeline.
Show me that. Demonstrate that.
What's that?
Somebody show me how Zechariah 13 and 8 happened before Ezekiel 37.
Ezekiel 20.
No, we're saying it's going to happen before that. Of course. How can we have a covenant of peace when our people are dying right next to us? It's just logic, sir.
These things are all happening in the same time. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. He's gathering people from every country. How is that happening before anything else? Like, how are we going to be in Israel before he gathered us?
We didn't say that, sir. We didn't say that.
Hey, I found a way to really clarify this where it's really going to be problematic for him. When do we get the temple? When does that happen?
In the end, brother.
In Ezekiel 37, when do we get it?
Do they mention the temple in Ezekiel 37?
Yes, the sanctuary.
Lord,
the sanctuary is a temple.
So that's where we get it.
But that's after the covenant of peace, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are we going to be in troublous times if we're in a covenant of peace already?
Prior to us getting into this covenant of peace, we're going to be in troublous times, brother. All of this is intertwined. When he gather us, it's not just going to be all sweet soon as he gather us. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't see what you don't understand.
But Bo, it says at the end of Daniel chapter 9, the temple is going to be destroyed. We don't have the temple when we immediately get there. We get that after the covenant.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is irrelevant.
Exactly. He's done.
So you're saying, hold on. Show me what you're saying in the text, because you just saying things, but show me chapter. What that said anything? What
part are you asking right now?
You saying that the temple, that the troublous times is not happening around this time of Ezekiel 37? Prove that. How can you prove that?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Daniel. What was you gonna say?
If you read up in verse or in chapter 37, it tells you this covenant of peace, and then after that is a sanctuary.
Yeah, that's exactly what Yadi just said. But Daniel 9 says, right when we read earlier, verse 25, know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and build Jerusalem. So we're going to get a commandment to build the kingdom. The Messiah is going to be there, and we're going to build the walls, and even in troublous times. That's not prophecy of in time, sir. It's impossible.
So you're saying that Daniel 9 is not end time prophecy? So what is it?
No, it already happened. It already happened.
Oh, it happened already. So the Messiah
Yes.
is Jesus? Is that what you're saying? So Jesus got cut off, and then what? How does this tie into the New Testament? He got cut off after 62 weeks. So after 62 weeks, Jesus got cut off, and then what happened?
Sir, that's another part we wanted to get to, because you're trying to make it seem like weeks don't mean something different. Let's just go here. And I'm going to prove that right now. Genesis, was that 29? Genesis 29 and 27. Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years. A week is 7 years here, sir. Right or wrong?
No, that's not what it means. See, and y'all misread this verse. So that's what your whole theory is hanging on that verse? Because let me clarify for you. Let's go to that. Let me go to that.
Yeah, please.
Wow,
do.
brother. This is crazy.
Let me keep reading real quick.
Look,
hold on, let me keep reading.
Listen to this.
No. Let me keep reading. I didn't finish reading. I asked you that. You disagreed. Let me keep reading real quick, and then you can respond. Not a problem. And Jacob did also, and fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah his handmaid to be her maid. And he went into also Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years.
Okay, now tell me when you finish so I can explain this.
Go ahead. I'm done.
Please do.
All right, cool. So look, when it says he fulfilled her week, that was a literal 7 days. He stayed 7 days with the first wife, right? Then he gave him Rachel, his daughter, to wife also, right? And now after that 1 week, listen, hold on, let me talk. After that 1 week, he got both wives, right? And look, it says, and he went in also unto Rachel, right? And served with him yet 7 other years. So how long was he there? 14 years, right?
Yeah.
So with this 7 other years, are you saying that week was 7 years and then he served 7 more, so that made it 21? Or are you going to admit that you're wrong about this? And then you got to restructure everything you think about Daniel 9.
Nigga,
because you thought this week was 7 years.
Sir.
That was the craziest bastardization I've ever seen of text ever.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. First of all,
what the little fat nigga on the bottom said?
Sir,
what the little fat nigga on the bottom said?
I said you bastardized text. That's what I said.
Sir. I thought we were being disrespectful, sir.
Are you being disrespectful right now?
I said you bastardized the text. Don't need to put my mic up to my mouth like how you do. Can you hear me?
You should be on the treadmill right now.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's cool. I know. I mean, actually, no, I shouldn't because it's the Sabbath. Actually,
let me explain this to you. Let me explain this verse to you. Once again, he fulfilled her that 7 days. Then he gave him
where's it say that at?
Also
no, where's it say that at? Where's it say that at? No, where's it say that at?
20. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week.
Where are you reading that?
Verse 28.
Well, wait a minute. Start at 27.
Listen, he said, fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve me yet 7 other years. So you're saying that he's saying fulfill whose week? Whose week is he telling them to fulfill? Because he already did the first 7 years, right?
No, he's doing it here.
No, he did the first 7 years, right?
No, he's doing it where we're
So hold
reading,
on.
sir.
Listen. Verse 21. Give me my wife, my days are fulfilled. That's the first 7 years. Verse 21. Now let's go down.
Sir, hold on. Where does it say that at? Oh, it does say it's verse 20.
Verse 21.
He got tricked. That's what happened. He served 7 years.
Said, give me my wife for my
You just
days
cut
are
yourself
fulfilled.
again.
That means he did 7 years. He did 7
Exactly.
years already at that point, right?
So a week is 7 years, right? Is a week 7 years?
No, he did 7 years. It didn't say he did a week. It said he did his days are fulfilled. He served 7
start
years.
at 26.
What do y'all not?
It says, and Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. He done already got tricked.
Right.
Fulfill her week. Whose week? Who's the her?
Leah. Leah is the her. Fulfill her week. That's who they talking about. He said it's not good to give the younger before the firstborn. So he gave him the firstborn and said, fulfill her week. And
he already fulfilled it. He already was tricked.
So listen, he did the 7 years, but he's saying finish the week with her. Listen to what it's saying.
Yeah,
It's right there. Fulfill her week. Yo, listen, let me talk. Listen, let me talk, because you're trying to make a week in the 7 years is not working, brother. You right now, you know you're wrong, but you just gonna stick to
the Bible says.
Listen, it's
listen to me. It is in English, so how can you
quiet,
understand English, sir? You can't understand
the
English.
For 1 minute, I'm gonna prove it to you. If you be quiet for 1 minute, I'm gonna prove it to you right now.
Oh,
it says, fulfill her week. He said, listen, 27. He said, fulfill her week, and I'll give you the other one. And he fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel also, right? So now you think that means
he do in that week?
7 years. But then he stayed with the first wife for the first week, and then he got the second wife. Try to keep up, brother. This is not that hard.
He stayed with her?
Now listen. He said, fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve me yet other 7 years. So fulfill your week with Leah, and then let me talk. Fulfill your week with Leah, and then we're going to give you Rachel too. And then after we give you her, you got to do another 7 years. And so he's fulfilled her week, right? And then he gave him Rachel, right? So now if that other 7 years, if that week was 7 years, wouldn't that be 14 years already? But it's not. So when you go down to verse 30, and he went in also unto Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet other 7 years. So after he got Rachel, he served another 7 years. So do you think it was 21 years, or do you just know that you're wrong now? And now you got to rethink Daniel 9.
That's irrelevant, sir. That's irrelevant, sir. Does a week mean 7 years, or does it mean 7 days?
I just showed you. Now you're playing stupid, because I just
showed
you. All of y'all know what this verse means right now.
You're trying to add it up to 14 or 21. That's irrelevant. Does a week mean 7 years or 7 days?
Let me ask you this real quick. Let me ask you
this. A week, 7 years or 7 days.
Now y'all don't understand.
Hold up, Bo. Now
a week is 7 days. You knew that when you were 10 years old. Now you don't know.
Bo, hold up, Bo. So why would it use the terminology as a week and then mention 7 days? They're both divisible by 7. You don't think that's just a coincidence?
Listen to me. Listen.
I mean, I asked you a question.
He said, and he went. I'm answering you. Chapter and verse 30. And he went in also unto Rachel. What did he do after he went unto Rachel? Served him yet another 7 years. So either you think they was together, he was with Laban for 21 years, or you know you was wrong. One or the other. Don't play stupid.
I mean, that's cool and all, but I asked you a question though.
What's the question?
Lord,
I just answered anything you could possibly ask. Was he there for 21 years or 14 years?
What's the significance of it saying a week there? If it's not relative to it talking about 7 years, what's the significance? It just the Bible just randomly just says weeks right there, or week.
Yo, listen, look at your chat. Somebody's telling you in your chat. He fulfilled.
Don't worry about the chat.
I mean, bro, let's say you brought your cheerleaders. That's cool. But I asked you a question, bro.
Trying to teach y'all. I don't have no cheerleaders. I don't know these people.
We're not worried about the chat. We're talking to you.
I'm talking to you.
And then say 7 years. You asked me why it would say a week and then say 7 years.
I'm saying why is it? What's the significance of it saying a week there if it's not relative to the 7 years?
Okay, because he wanted him to spend the whole week with Leah before he gave him Rachel. It's
substantiate that. Substantiate that with book, chapter, verse.
Let me read it again.
No, I mean go somewhere and prove that though. Not you.
When can we go to
right
that
here. I want you to
it's
show
not
me.
interpreted. It's
all right. Look, I want you to show me where it says that though.
Let me read it again. And he went in also unto Rachel. When was this? After the first 7 years. And he loved Rachel more than Leah and served with him yet 7 other years. That was the 14. So obviously, when he fulfilled her week after the 7 years was done, that could not possibly been 7 years because this would make it 21 years. This is simple.
And that had nothing to do. That had nothing to do with my question at all, really. I didn't ask you to. I didn't ask you to interpret the verse again. I'm asking you. Matter of fact, let's just run it back. Right? I asked you what's the significance of it saying a week there if it's not relative to the 7 years in the same verse. You said Laban wanted him to be with her for 7 days or a literal week. I asked you to show me that. Show me a verse that says that.
I just showed you. Fulfill her week, and then you'll give Rachel and serve another 7 years. Then he fulfilled her week. Then they gave him Rachel. Then he served another 7 years. That's simple.
Why we can't never find a smart OT only? Why does that just not exist?
I don't know, bro.
I'm smarter than your father. I'm smarter than your father, fat boy.
I mean, that's cool.
Your father.
That's cool.
I'm smarter than your father.
That's cool, but you live in a city that's dirty as fuck, though.
Watch your mouth.
Right? You got rats coming inside your house, inside your mama's house, and everywhere else.
This nigga just said that Moses spoke English.
Just because you don't understand
that should have believed him.
Now all of a sudden, come on, man.
I mean, I'm just saying, like that. I don't know how many times I can ask the same question, and then you give me the same answer that's not relative to the answer. Relative to the question that I asked.
Bo, stop, bro. Stop doing all that. Stop doing all that, bro.
No.
That's unnecessary.
No, tell your man to stop doing all that.
Okay, but you talking about
you just talking about me disrespecting you, not disrespecting him for what?
Because you told
and that's a fact.
I'm smarter than your father, though. I'm smarter than your
That's cool.
That's great. Let's move on. Don't worry about it. Let's move on. Let's just move on.
Does that serve as an insult in New York? Are all y'all dumb niggas there?
Yeah, that's
like y'all would get destroyed in Texas.
Yeah, that's what that does.
Hey man, it's all good. It's all good. Let's just move on. He couldn't answer the questions. It's fine. It's fine, Bo. It's fine.
Where corny niggas could be all
at least I know prophecy though.
Corny ass niggas.
Yeah,
at least I know prophecy though.
He couldn't answer the questions.
You can't even read. You can't even read this one chapter. What are you talking about?
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. That's subjective. Let's just go back to let's just go back to your next question. We spent enough time on that one question. We went all over the place. What's your next question?
Okay, Bo, we're moving forward.
Sure. We'll let the audience. We'll go from there.
I don't have no questions, bro. But you ask a question. I don't have no questions.
Okay. I seen it in one of your videos, and I just figured, okay, this is
it's all right, brother. You can watch my videos. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we got to study who we're going to debate. I just did a little review. You said that English is our language. I don't agree with that. Fine, but then you said, where does that say that in the Bible?
Where does it say David is going to be king of Israel? You ever heard of the book before? So you read Ezekiel, but you missed the part where David is going to be king?
Bro said, give everybody Michael Fire.
That's 34. That's Ezekiel 34 and 23.
Ezekiel 34
and 23.
All right, let's just pull it up on the screen. $34.23. You want us to read it, or are you gonna break it down?
It's simple. And I will set up one shepherd over them, and he shall feed them even the bird. Now show me where it says Jesus anywhere in the book.
That's an irrelevant question, but that's not a problem.
Okay. I answered your question. Also, Ezekiel 37 and 24. And David, my servant, shall be king over them, and they shall all have one shepherd, my statutes, and do them.
Hey, I think your audio is skipping on the live.
Is it?
Yeah, just cam down. It usually lets CPU power. Yeah, just turn your camera on. You can go ahead.
Is my audio back up or what?
Yeah, you good. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Where we at? You read Ezekiel 34. Ezekiel, what was the other one he said? Ezekiel 37.
37 and 24.
Okay. So the Bible, well, we would all agree that the Bible doesn't contradict itself, right? Will we agree to that, Brother Bo?
No, I don't agree to that.
Huh?
The New Testament is in the Bible, so the New Testament contradicts the Old Testament. So no, I don't agree.
Hey, I asked, all of us is sounding kind of weird. I think it's off of your stream though. Let me see. Hold on fast.
What?
Yeah, we can't hear it on here, but when you watch the stream, it's choppy. Watch it. Listen to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, he was right.
Let me see.
That like virus, boy.
Janky promotion. This dude messed up my damn connection.
Well, you got all them tabs open?
I mean, I got a lot of tabs open. Let me close some actually. Let me see.
Tabs, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on, let me go back.
They said it's getting better though.
Okay. Let me close some more tabs. Where we at?
Let's see. Let me see. I'm about to mute up and let me see. Yeah, I think it's better now. If not, you're going to just download it and then re-upload it. Because it's going to be fine when you look back on StreamYard, but I don't know what's up with the stream itself.
What do you mean? Download what? StreamYard?
No, I mean, like, when you go into your library, you can see the old streams. You can download your stream.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It'll be clear. But we're just gonna get through it.
It's all good. We got a little bit of time left with brother. So you said David's gonna be king. Let's just go to Jeremiah 23:5.
Yeah, we good now. I just played it back. We good now.
Well, praises. So yeah, I closed some tabs, so that might have been it. Both. Can you hear it still, bro?
Yeah.
All right, let's just read Jeremiah. Let's see. You said the Old Testament and New Testament contradict each other. What about the prophets? Jeremiah 23:5. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. When is this going to happen?
So you don't know that there was prophecies all throughout the book saying this, and this is still speaking about David. You don't know that?
Let me read it again. This is that was just crazy to say, but let's read it again, sir. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch. What's a righteous branch?
A righteous branch is one of his offspring. You tell me.
It's the seed of David, the branch. That's what it says in the same verse, right?
So you tell me who that king is.
The text.
All right, so who is it? All right, who is it? Yeah, I agree with the text. Who is it?
Okay, so you don't believe David is going to be the king in the future, right?
No, David is going to be the king. And I'm asking you, who is this righteous branch?
Wait a second. So this king, who's the seed of David, is going to be the king. When is this going to happen?
So you're saying that none of David's seeds was king?
Sir.
Future prophecy.
Are you saying none of
Why do you always do this?
kings? Don't you know every king after David?
Whoa. Why do you always do this?
Just because you're a little game that you're playing, you trying to say this is Jesus? How? Where does this say Jesus?
Did I say anything
Where does
about
it describe Jesus?
all I'm doing?
Bro, he's asking you this righteous branch. Is it David?
Just say it's
but is it David himself? That's what we try. It's just yes or no.
Like not like it's a seed of David.
Okay,
so it's just
we go. Okay,
David. I just told you the.
So we're gonna take that as a no. We're gonna take that as a no.
Oh, let's not play word games, man. I'm not.
That's not a problem.
Here, bro, let me try to make it. Let me try to make it clear for you to understand.
Let's not catfight like bitches, though. Let's not catfight like bitches.
It's not even a cat fight though, really.
Sir, you just way too emotional, bro. Like the emotions just spill out of your camera is outrageous.
Like
we're talking like men. We're talking like the Bible. You're just way too emotional, bro. Like, it's crazy.
What y'all been doing is playing word games.
No, we haven't.
This whole thing.
No, we haven't.
I just showed you what a week means in Genesis.
Whatever. That's in the
past. Y'all don't know what a week is.
That's in the past, sir.
Yeah,
but wrong to the next question.
When did y'all say,
wrong to the next verse. Wrong to the next context and topic.
Right. But when did y'all say, you know what, we was wrong about that, so now we got to rethink Daniel?
Sir,
when did that happen?
No. We can agree to disagree. That's how it works. You don't have to agree with us. We don't have to agree with you.
We agree to disagree now? So when I'm right, we agree to disagree? That's what we do?
You're right about you. You haven't been right this whole time. What are you talking about?
You haven't, but you've been in a constant backpedal this entire time.
When I show you a chapter and verse that I'm right, that's what we do. We agree to disagree.
But can we finish this text real fast? This is kind of
ridiculous. Let me tell you something. Y'all, to me, all y'all niggas ridiculous. Let me tell you something. I came on here to have a conversation. Y'all niggas been giggling like little bitches for the whole conversation. Like y'all act like children.
Calm down.
Y'all act like
nobody's in front of you before. Nobody's laughed at you before.
Y'all started on.
Sir, all the crying you do right now. That's how what grown men do, bro. You crying, bro. You crying about nonsense.
Yeah. What grown men do is slap the mouth.
You crying. You crying about something.
Honestly, bro, that's what bitch ass niggas do, though. You get fooled intellectually. Now you got to fight, though.
This is crazy, bro.
Now you have to fight.
Somebody so emotional. We got through 2 questions in an hour and 53 minutes because this nigga's emotional. I never knew you to be so emotional, bro.
Whatever to me, your mother. Whatever to me, your mother.
All right, whatever, bro. Whatever. Let's just go back to the text.
Right.
We just proved that David's not going to be the king, and you agreed, right or wrong?
No, we did not prove that. We just proved that in that verse right there, he's speaking about a branch of David.
And what time?
Okay.
In the future.
When in the future?
You tell me when you little fat bitch. Hey yo, fat bitch.
Bro, come on, bro.
No, you act like that was the first time I heard that, bro. I know the inner bitch inside of you makes me reject.
Yeah, that's right. That's a fact.
I know that's what that really is. I know you're just mad because you live in a fucking city that's dirty as shit and you don't know what you're gonna do with your life.
Thank you. All right.
Let's talk about that. When we're talking about bitches, let's talk about
I live in a city that's dirty. All right.
I have the nerve to get on here and be
I live in a city that's dirty and whatever.
He just doesn't understand.
Bro,
you were crying to us about laughing at you, calling you foolish. Now you over here running off at everybody else. It's fine. All they're doing is just rambling. This is crazy. Can we read the Bible, bro? I'm gonna read the Most High's words to you. Help you, calms you down and soothes your spirit.
Y'all playing games.
No, we're reading the Bible to you. We're reading the Bible to you. Let's just read it again.
No,
and let's see. We'll ask you a question, and you can go from there. Not a problem.
I already answered that question.
Okay, this is going to happen in the future. Let's just read when it's going to happen. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. So this king's going to rule the world. In his days, Judah shall be saved.
That's not what it said.
Okay, so and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. What does that mean?
It says he's going to raise up a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper.
Yeah, that's the righteous branch, right?
That's what the verse says.
Is the righteous branch
that's
the
what
king?
The verse says. So don't add your own words to it. That's what
Sir,
it says.
Is the righteous branch the king?
So what's the point?
Are you listening? Is
What
the
is the
righteous
point?
branch the king? Is the righteous
Are you
branch the
listening?
king? Is the righteous branch the king?
Is this king right here? Yeah.
Okay. And what is he going to do? And he shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. He's going to rule the no.
Yo. Nah, you ain't gonna. Nah, listen. This is why minutes I get 15 minutes because y'all can't play these little games in a real debate. I already know this.
It's a time frame because I don't want to hear the nonsense that you're going to spew for that long. That's why. I know it's going to be nonsense.
Let me tell you something. You can bring the Bible with you. I don't want to read the Bible.
I know. You've been debunking this whole time, talking about nonsense, bro.
I don't even like talking to bitch ass niggas.
Because you can't answer questions. That's all. We're reading the Old to make you. We're reading the Old Testament. You can't break down the Old Testament properly. What does that make you?
Breaking it down.
You can't break down the Old Testament properly. We're not talking about Jesus at all.
Stop playing games.
Okay, but
Any better?
Hey, yo, please.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the corniest fucking New York niggas I've ever heard in my life. Nigga telling your mama joke.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
Nigga don't want me to, bro. Let's look at the quality of your camera. Let's look at the quality of your fucking mic. Let's look at the quality of your hair. Like obviously the God that you like you read about the prophets who mocked the freaking people, who mocked the idolaters, right? Who mocked them and their God, and the Lord gave him the victory over them. Why didn't that happen here? That's Old Testament. You know why that didn't happen here? It's because you don't know nothing. Yeah. You're corny. Right?
What?
You're
put a link in the
chat
for any OT only. Who smash an idol? Click the link. Who else is up here? I forgot. Who else is up here? Anyways, that dude, that's the most remedial nigga I've ever witnessed. Like that was crazy, bro.
But it was
like it was just
it was just as soon as we asked Buddy a question, it was always he starts to get the clown and Yachty.
Yeah, he was getting mad at Yachty. I mean, he was trying to keep it cordial, bro. Like,
I was trying to, but it just like, and I just couldn't take the shit no more, bro. Just couldn't.
I believe it because that was a waste of time. Like, I mean, honestly, we didn't really touch on the New Testament too much, but at the same time, I mean, hey, we tried to address what he was talking about. He didn't understand what the Bible was saying. His whole ideology and understanding is just ridiculous.
Right.
Like,
and God bless your heart for just listening to the videos that he put on the internet for people.
I mean, he was being more cordial to them. He was being way more cordial to other people on his channel or whatever videos he uploaded. And like I said, I called him foolish. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do that no more. But he still tried to go off on us, bro. It's like, come on, bro. Like,
it's just like if you're gonna be an OC only, bro. If, like God forbid the Lord put that spirit on me. You know what I'm gonna be proficient in? The prophecies.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be able to swing all the prophecies. And not at any point we went to in every point actually we went to a prophecy. He said Yo, you tell me what that means. I said, bro,
Yeah.
how do you not know the prophecies?
Exactly. Everything happens in the future. Everything happens in, like, bro, come on, bro. Like, and then when I bring up this verse, he says the king's going to reign and prosper in the future. When? Then I said he's going to reign and prosper in the earth, and he's going to rule the earth. It's like, no, that's wrong, nigga. What? Like, bro, what are you talking about? So the son of David is going to reign supreme in the earth, and it's not going to happen because he says David's going to rule. But we know for a fact David's not going to rule in the future. It's going to be one of his sons, and that son just so happens to be Yahushua. Yes, we believe that. We don't have to say it. We just want to understand the context of what you're talking about. But the prophecy of Daniel 9, the prophecy of Deuteronomy 18, all those things point to Yahushua. It's just that simple. And nobody else has been able to disprove it. I've never seen that. I've never seen it done. Now, I know one other argument that sounds better, but I've never seen it broadcasted to the masses. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep that to myself as of now, because I don't want people to get ideas and start doing studying, because people aren't bright enough. You know what I mean? But I will say there's another breakdown that people go to for Deuteronomy 18 that's a lot more feasible, if you want to say it.
Are you just trying to deal with OT only today, or you want to deal with Christians too? We
can deal with anybody.
Oh, okay.
Whoever wants smoke.
I got some demons. And
where they at?
I got a fair amount of demons.
Where they at right now?
Let me just take care of that real quick.
Yeah, because that was, I mean, if you're OT only seeing that, all I'm gonna say is you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself thinking that guy stood a chance. And like I said, it always comes down to just what they believe in about their own information that they read. You want to go to the New Testament so bad you can't even understand the books that you claim to believe in. It's ridiculous. And as soon as he said English is our language, I was like, oh yeah, this nigga's a staunch idiot.
That is, it's absolutely nuts, bro. I just couldn't fathom. I just couldn't fathom the fact that you're just not, you don't know the prophecies. That's all you have. All you have is the law and the prophets.
Exactly. And he didn't even know that. It's Joshua. It just is. Nigga, what?
That was so funny. Like, it literally, like, can you put that back on the screen real quick?
Deuteronomy 18 or Deuteronomy 34?
34. Just real fast.
Oh man.
I kept trying to get him to deal. He just refused to deal with it. Funny.
Yeah, let me go back. Yeah, because this was a shit show on his behalf. And why are they always so carnal? Like almost every other story I know is just carnal as hell, bro. Like, they quick to just lose their temper, lose their damn sense of being. Yeah. Like, bro, you're supposed to love each other like you love yourself? That's what the Old Testament says. I love your neighbor as yourself. Here we go. Deuteronomy 34.
Yeah, it says, let me full screen so I can read it. Yeah, it says, and there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses. That's literally the same terminology and wording that you see in Deuteronomy 18 and 18. It just right before this gave Joshua his flowers. So if he's supposed to be this next prophet, why does verse 10 even exist? Like, you want to make a big deal about the new and face-to-face, that's cool and all, but it literally says like unto Moses.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just an easy, simple, quick dagger that OT onlys don't know how to interpret, I guess. So it's kind of wild. What's up with the fresh meat? So pause, but
oh god.
Pause.
No diddy. God damn.
Oh, we got somebody up. Hold on, let me see. Who that? Hold on, my bad. Tanika. Wait a minute. For real?
Yeah, I posted in his Christian Facebook group I'm in.
Yeah, they got all type of wind blowing like they driving or something. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
What the hell? Roll your window up.
Yeah, do something. Yeah.
That is
That's
bad.
not it. Yeah, that's 13th John. That's not it.
What group did you put it in?
It's a messenger group. They all these Christians from the Hebrew Israelite versus Christians like debate Facebook.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah,
yeah. They added me to this Facebook Messenger thing where they're all in there just rumbling.
Oh, they always try to debate you and shit.
Yeah. Well, they debate. They're basically taking fades with Hebrew Israelites, but they just picking which ones they want to.
Yeah, I believe it. they know Sikari's name ring bells, so
yeah,
they tread lightly when they come over here. But I remember, we couldn't buy a debate for a while.
You still can't.
Yeah, I mean, Taj Rock been getting them. I ain't gonna lie, Taj Rock been catching all type of fades recently. Yeah, I'm like, he got a debate every week. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, they're not necessarily high level demons, but
yeah, they dumb as hell.
Taj Rock been getting all type of work.
I don't know how he be doing it. As soon as they get my email, he's I don't know if I want to be on the internet. I said, now you don't want to be on the internet.
Yeah, it's just, man. I'll let y'all know how to do it. I got my little secret.
Oh yeah, little plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that after this.
It be working too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Taj Rock. I've been seeing Taj Rock channel. I'm like, hold on, how the hell you get another debate? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't even find it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. As soon as they be like, oh, where's the debate gonna be at? I want to see YouTube channel. Let's see the YouTube channel. Well, I don't know. I
don't send them the YouTube channel, boy. I don't do that.
That's what they. I don't know what to send them outside of that.
I'll just tell them we just gonna have a live discussion, and they're just like, okay, cool. And I'll just send them the link. I don't mention no YouTube.
Oh, you just be doing it the same day?
I'll plan them. I got one this weekend dealing with the law.
God,
and I
got
another
one tomorrow or Sunday.
What's today? 26th. Yeah, this tomorrow.
Friday. Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow at 5:30, I believe. And then I got one early August with Heaven and Hell. I got a lot of them with Hell because the past reel that we had put on Instagram, boy, they was going crazy in the comment section.
Oh, real?
Yeah,
oh, the Hell one? Oh, yeah. I see that one. Them girls was looking confused as hell, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about putting something at the end of my shorts talking about like if you're trying to get a debate, hit us up or something like that. Because them shorts, they reach way farther than long form videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't use debate though, because they're scared of that word debate. I just use discussion.
Discussion. Yeah, we're gonna do that. These guys, man. They used to chicken out.
Yeah.
I said, y'all feel
so he just type it in the chat though.
Yeah, he every time Sicarii does any type of debate with an OT only, he's always there. We never see him any other place except those.
Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't want to embarrass himself by actually talking about what he believes in, Yeah,
it usually goes like that.
And we've heard that argument before too, which is fine.
He said, "Stop lying, bro. I talked to you on Rob's channel, bro. I was there."
Hey, why?
Yeah, I put the link in there about 20 minutes ago, but he's not.
If you feel like we're lying, why not just click the link, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is crazy, man. People really be scared.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
That's right.
But that dude be cheerleading any person who don't believe in Christ. This man is cheerleading them to the freaking heavens.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Like, if we got it wrong, they should be on the front lines, but they're not. You know what I mean? Like, they should be the ones on the street corners teaching the Old Testament. Why don't they do that?
That's the crazy thing to me. Like, if you don't want to believe in the New Testament, that's fine. But the examples that's set for us who believe in it is to go out and teach, go to the highways and byways. We don't see y'all nowhere except the internet.
Right. Exactly. That's it. And the following isn't that big either.
That part. Half the following be bug outs, the other half be people who don't like the camp, so they're just gonna side with somebody.
Exactly. And even though OT only don't even believe the same thing, that's the crazy part.
Yeah, of course not. But smash out, like, hey, you put another link in the chat, right?
All right.
You put a first link because he's like
we'll give him some more time. Yeah, he just typed like a couple minutes ago. I don't know why he don't want to represent for his belief system. Maybe they can teach us something. You know, we're not afraid to learn. You know what I mean?
So y'all never popped out, bro. Y'all stay at home on Sicarii. Stop it. No other platform. That's funny. You know what's funny about that though? Let me show you something funny about that. Like, you know, remember he said, "Don't be lying."
Yeah. How do we say safe at home when we're live? It doesn't make sense. We're live meaning you can cut us live, you can embarrass us live, you can prove us wrong.
I know you see the street teaching video.
It just doesn't make sense, bro. Like it really doesn't make sense. What do you mean accept Christians? Bro, just click the link, bro. Niggas scared as hell. Typing all this shit in the chat. Crazy, bro.
This man said, we don't go no other platform. Let's see if that's the truth, right? And I'm gonna get a shameless plug on this too. You know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm about to share my screen.
Go ahead.
Right, look at that. Right, you see that? Oh, sure, you can see it.
Go ahead.
Right there. Is that my channel? Is that me appearing on my channel? No, that's the gospel truth, right? That's me having a formal debate if Christians have to keep, if followers of Christ have to keep the Torah. It's got my name on it. It's got my YouTube channel. It's not my channel, but I don't show up on other platforms. You know, there's a word for people like you, right? You know, I'm not gonna say it because I'm trying to do better. But there you go. These are the Christian log. I said that's funny. Oh, he said except for Christians, bro. Y'all don't have a platform. I'm not about to go to no YouTube. Niggas want to go to a YouTube channel that got 100, like maybe 100 subscribers and maybe 1,000,000 views in between like 100 videos.
Exactly. There's gonna be no exposure, no views, no nothing.
Smash and Idol has 44 subscribers.
Exactly.
Of course he does.
Exactly.
Christ.
I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how the people who basically put their doctrine on display and for debate every week is afraid.
Yeah, that part. Meanwhile, he's following us everywhere we go. I haven't been live in months. This nigga found my page. How?
I'm telling you, bro.
How did he find my page?
Every time Sicarii does an OT only debate, he's there.
Yeah,
they don't have nothing better to do.
Yeah, he's a clown. Just like the dude we just talked to, Bo the New York Idiot. I'm just waiting for him to click the link. That's all.
I don't know why you don't click. He clicked it for Rob. Got confounded when Rob was there.
Oh wow! Oh really? I don't remember him being on there, but
Yeah,
I guess he knows what's going to happen.
Yeah,
I figured it out. You said it. Rob cut him up. Now you don't want to get cut up by another Sicarii channel. That's all. It makes sense.
He don't want to be
But
another.
anyway.
He don't want to be another thumbnail.
That part. Well, Taj Rob, I guess you can find us some more I guess you want to call them opponents. I don't know.
Oh man.
How's it happening? How Smash Snyder? Let's click the link, bro. Like, quit playing.
Yeah, I'd love to see how I'm captain.
So listen, I don't know, bro. Shalom, was that Isaiah? Or is that what's buddy name?
Aliens. Aliens. Pop out and show niggas, man. That's crazy.
Tadwan, Shalom. The St. Louis brethren. Anyways, I mean, hey, if nobody else is in here, we can probably close out. But I'm about to go to camp in like an hour anyway, but that was a waste of time. But still, it was edifying to people who watched. You know what I mean? Like I said, these people, they have their stance, they have their belief system, which is all great until it comes up against somebody that really knows what's going on in the studies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people always want to go to the New Testament, and like I said, we're not going to say the New Testament without flaws and errors. You know what I mean? We understand that it's a Greek translation. Obviously, most of the scrolls were, rewritten and translated from the Hebrew into Greek outside of Paul's letters. You know what I mean? So, of course, there's going to be discrepancies, but at the same time, the prophecies that lead up to the New Testament still lead to the same person who the world calls Christ, Yahushua. It's just that simple. You know what I mean?
Cool.
I'm not messing with y'all. Y'all won't deal with people one-on-one. Y'all be in some jumping. Oh my! Oh, so you're scared? You're scared of multiple people talking to you about the same topic?
Yeah, your God is weak then.
Yeah, that part. Your God gave you the spirit of fear.
Your God is an idol.
How many times have we been outnumbered? Is the armies of Israel has been outnumbered before the heathen and come out victorious by their God?
Does he believe in the Maccabees? Does he read that? Do you believe in that, Smash Night? Do you believe in the Maccabees? If he says no, that's where I'm going to end the stream. I'll see y'all one day. Bro, you're on the channel now, talking all type of madness in the chat. Talking about you don't see us. Nigga, no, you're not. You're not going to ever see us again. You're not going to come to the Bay or where we hold camp. You're not going to go to Arizona. You're not going to go to Dallas. What are you talking about?
Please come to Dallas.
Dallas.
Please come to Deep Ellum. We be out there on Saturdays. Freaking be in Fort Worth Fridays. We'll be out there. But please come. Please show up before us. We can have a one-on-one conversation, I promise.
And it still won't be one-on-one because he's going to be in front of the whole camp. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, we can make it one-on-one.
Yeah, we could. He'd just be scared still. You know what I mean? Especially when the camera's out. That niggas freeze up.
Oh yeah, you know when people show up the camera, and then halfway through the discussion they see the camera and
right.
Yeah, exactly. You should record me after you getting butchered. Like, come on, bro.
I'll keep that shit on him.
Exactly. They walk up like, I don't want to be on camera. Like, yeah, I know you don't. You get a dog walked out this joint. But anyways, we've been on here 2 hours, 20 minutes. Everybody that was here from the get-go saw what happened. Bo's channel, he got Bo guarded, you know what I mean? Through the spirit. All praise to the Most High. Any closing statements?
I mean, I ain't got much. Man. I say call all your how about Shem Mashiach Yahushai though.
That's right. Huzzah, my 5K officer out here in the Bay. If Elijah didn't go up against many priests of Baal by himself, if you have the truth, no matter how many people we come against, which is facts. This guy's scared as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about he gonna see us in one day. No, you're gonna be in the chat scoffing like you are. But anyways, all praise to the Most High. Another victory in the Most High's name, Yahweh. Like I said, we're gonna come back live again sometime soon. This was kind of a disappointment in my particular viewpoint because the dude couldn't contain himself. He was carnal as hell. I'm not Elijah, and although I'm not Elijah, and although y'all the prophets of Baal, that's ridiculous, sir. We believe in Yahweh, sir. How we prophets of Baal believing in Yahweh. The lies and just slander. This is why our people are going to be killed, bro, for the slander and lies. We believe in Yahweh, but we're prophets of Baal. We don't worship who y'all say is Jesus. We don't worship him. What's wrong with y'all?
He said
Why
he's not Elijah. He said he's not Elijah, but he believes Yahweh is with him, just like how he was with Elijah. And we're the prophets of Baal. So I guess your version of God is not as strong as the one as Elijah believed in.
Yeah, I don't know what God he's talking about. This is insane. He's just typing away until the end. I'm ready to leave. He's still typing. Like, golly. And we know you're not Elijah. You could never hold a candle to Elijah.
That part.
You know what I mean? But anyways, like I said, we're going to close out the all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. We do so by Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Say shalom.
Shalom.